I think he's still at the botanical garden then. Yep. Well, that's okay, I guess. I sure am sad that you are all still sad, but... Hey, buddy.
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
Today's your lucky day, Thomas. I've got one of those data pads you wanted.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
The elusive Part 3. Someone stashed it away inside the old geothermal plant.
The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati, I swear, I'll do you proud.
Ooh.
I'm glad we could help.
Did you hear his voice suddenly become a man?
Something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
Adelaide tells me she's moving to Edgewater.
Adelaide said that? Was she sober at the time? I never imagined she'd step foot in Edgewater long as Reed ran the town. Something must have changed in Edgewater. Adelaide's good as family. If she's going back, so are we.
I should go. Okay, Grace, you're next.
Never liked Reed much. Can't say I'm sorry he's gone.
Alright, well, I guess we're covered then. Alright, great. Good. Well, sorry, I think I've gotta go. So, goodbye, endeavoring hobos.
Adelaide's okay.
I hardly knew all of you, actually. It's like our good friend, Mr. Wells. That's pretty rad.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
I can understand not wanting to go back. You didn't seem happy in Edgewater.
Well, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
I'm glad to have you along. Pick a cabin, it's yours.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Yep, that's an Ashley Birch. Okay, we're going in now. Goodbye, Wolf. Hey,
Well,
Vicar Max.
I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Excellent. Now, I'm going to just look around for a quick minute. I've been collecting these things that look like they've been good in the ship. I want to see if I can just plop them somewhere to get them out of my inventory. There's that. Well, I keep on tripping on plot things. What's this? Oh, yeah. Oh, this is how I respec all of them. Ah. Okay. No. I'm doing great. Okay, I can ignore ladders. Yeah. Oh, maybe it's up here. Maybe this is how I do it. Oh, that's sealed. Damn. Are all of these sealed? Yes. 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 What are you? Okay, I guess I do have to do more plot things before I can start redecorating this big old can of sardines. Okay, okay. Wait, locker. Adreno? Drugs? Yes.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community.
Ooh, that's passive-aggressive as fuck.
What can I...
I've installed the power regulator.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Let's get out there. Oh, look at those little thin boys. That's satisfying. Yeah, good. I've been waiting to hear from him.
Ah, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
I feel a little lightheaded. Also, I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kilkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Can't I land somewhere outside Stellar Bay?
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Kilkelly.
Fine, I'll go have a word with Gladys.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Thanks, I'll put it to use. But you want to explain what a holographic shroud is?
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits, first-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
You mentioned the thing has limitations.
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
I'll put it to good use. Thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. This is fun. Thanks for the drugs provided. Oh. Terror of the Monarch. In a horrifying vision of the future, the board has been overthrown by assiduous and slovenly savages of Monarch. Only Halcyon Helen can rescue the colony from indolence and entitlement. Approved by the Minister of Accuracy and Morale. Boop, boop. Not much decorating this room. Oh. Oh, I found the law. What else do we... Oh, hey. The old saber. What doesn't kill you gives you tetanus. Okay, let's talk with the law. Index of Banned Literature. Part 1. Varying qualifying considerations. Part 2. Principal rules of restrictive management. Part 3. Morals and maxims of banned unethical literature. Part 4. Proof of the grand architecture and pre-designation. A refutation of the titles listed herein. Part 5. Consequences. The mind and the will of man when led astray. Part 6. Official list of banned titles. Part 7. Prerequisites for advancing the investigation, outing, and penalization of offenders. Okay, so those are his criteria. Doctrinal Studies, 539. Of Equity and Equations. These textbooks have been out of print for almost half a century. The margins are filled with scribbled notes. Many passages have been underlined. Some pages have come loose, the glue now yellowed and crackling along the spines. Ooh, I like that. Journal of Maximilian de Soto, Volume 1. The scribblings of these journal pages are utterly illegible to anyone except Vicar Maximilian de Soto. So he's writing in Dr. Scratch, I assume. Or in his own code. He's got a lot of heavy ammo down here. Dude, I'm going to keep him with me, I think. I like tossball trading cards. In mint condition, most of these cards represent players from Hephaestus hammers to tile backers. The art and science of tossball. Impossible to put down by the Order of Scientific Inquiry, Office of Literature. This endorsement has been approved by Auntie Cleo's darlings. Signed by Seymour Whitlock, who held the record for most on-the-field fatalities for 3 consecutive seasons. Now that's a good murderer. Oh, and he's got a few more books to come. Alright, so we're going to do more than just the casual book hunt then.
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain?
I'd like to know something about those I'm flying with. What's your story?
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
Violently enthusiastic disposition?
That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town, much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
Oh, I like you. Why were you so passionate about it?
My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
Oh, I don't like how I'm relating to this man a lot more than I should. Tell me about your religion.
The simple version is this. The force which we call the Grand Architect created the universal equation that underlies and defines everything in the universe. Everything flows from the equation, or in layman's terms, the grand plan. Is the Grand Architect a consciousness? A natural force? Did it create the equation on purpose? The answers to these questions don't really matter. The equation, the plan, is all that matters. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in the plan.
That's a convenient way to control the masses.
It can be if abused, but that can be said about anything. However, in the case of the board and Halcyon, sadly, I believe you are correct.
Remind me, what are your thoughts on the philosophists?
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
Oh, that is a reoccurred and re-recorded line. That I'm interested. They actually just bookshelf lines just in case you want to recap. Oh, and at any point you can just say, "Fucking get out, you weirdo! You're too cool." Okay, it seems quite trusting of you just to sign on without knowing anything about me.
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated.
Makes sense.
What about you? What's your story?
I love a good adventure story.
That's not... Let's try this again. Who are you? Where are you from?
I don't want to talk about it.
You were the one who started this conversation.
And I'll think it over and get back to you. Goodbye. I'm not telling anyone. I will not tell anyone about Wells. No one else will know.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Know anything about the automechanical gathering dust in the janitor's closet?
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate. Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
Ada, tell me a joke.
I need a little help with my calculus. Can you integrate my natural log?
Hey Siri, play me Siri, play my favorite song.
Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
Damn it!
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
That is not my favorite song.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song.
That's enough.
As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders.
Bye.
May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
Search term SAM. First SAM result. Do not forget, you found a discarded sanitation and maintenance automechanical in Emerald Vale scrap heap during your last job. It should be not too difficult to get it up and running. With a few clear modifications, I could envision a combat-capable variant. Some might say a clean, mean, fighting machine. It should be fun. Alex Hawthorne. Experimental note 696. Removal of factory standard part SUDS sweeper was successful. Delivery of combat modified replacement part acid sweeper has been delayed. Progress set it back is now estimated to be 3 months. Not like I have more pressing matters to attend to. But I do! Alex Hawthorne. I've given up on the delivery. The part is lost in transit, and it's not going to turn up anytime soon. But I heard a fellow who knows a gal who knows the broker who overcharged me for the information regarding the location of an acid sweeper I can, filch. The part has been sent to an old storage facility in Roseway. I never thought I'd go back to that pit. Good thing Auntie abandoned it years ago. I'll pick up following the next pit stop back to Emerald Vale. Wells wants me to chaperone some person of interest. Details to come later. Return to route. Udon. Okay.
Sometimes I wonder about Mr. Hawthorne. What was he like? Why'd he make the computer a talkie? You think he got lonely, flying about on his own?
Keep working.
The repair station is currently idle.
Oh. Oh. So that's the only locked world, but I could go to anyone I want if I can dock it. Interesting.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
Good job.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Goodbye.
Okay. Let's find out. Yeah, let's go to the docking bay. Yeah, bring Vicar Max and I can bring up to 5? Why yes, I would love to travel with a party. Yes, we want to go this way.
I'm just securing my ongoing experiments. And securing myself. Mind the mess. I haven't had a visitor since, in fact, I've never had a visitor.
Ooh, I really like Phineas. Hello, Wells?
Oh, thank the law. Your skin hasn't spontaneously changed color. Potential side effect of the revival process. Very rare, but you never know. Right. Welcome to my little habitation, such as it is. I've got caffeinoids, cysty bits, if you're into that sort of thing. So, welcome. Make yourself at home. My secret hideout is your secret hideout.
Any chance you could repair that monitoring device?
The one I gave you before your pod landed? Ruined beyond repair. Impossible to find replacement parts. That's Halcyon Manufacturing for you. Don't worry about it. I'm reasonably certain you're not going to spontaneously expire. No need to monitor your recovery.
That reminds me, I appreciate you pulling me out of the Hope.
Not at all, my intrepid accomplice. I should thank you for tolerating my somewhat brusque manner. I only regret that I couldn't save more of your fellow settlers, what with being hunted by the board, and emptying my supply of necessary chemicals. Of course. What's on your mind?
Is there some reason you're hiding behind bulletproof glass?
Oh, it's not you. I do experiments in that room. Some of them get quite scientific. The unexpected is to be treasured, but from a safe distance. Regardless, it's quite comfortable in here, you know. I have my beans, have my caffeinoids, plenty of toilet paper.
Oh, social distancing's real strong here. Okay. Oh! Bubbles! Hello? Oh God. Doc, what are you doing? What the fuck's... A cysty pig? Oh, these things are terrifying. Oh. Science weapons!
You found my portable molecular compression device, better known as a shrink ray.
You just left it on the table.
Find a target, point, shoot. Your target will shrink down into a manageable size, whereupon you may commence beating them to a pulp. Feel free to try it on a marauder sometime.
Oh, I just hacked his... Sending no response, sending no response. He only trusted me 23.7%? H. Blythe. Who is Blythe?
Careful, that's my communications terminal.
Can I ask you who Blythe is? Who?
I hope you're not thinking of ingratiating yourself with the board. Chairman Rockwell and his cronies are not your friends. They might tempt you with promises of wealth, but don't be fooled. They're just using you for their own ends. What's on your mind? Absolutely. Let's talk.
Have you met my crew yet?
No, and I've been trying very hard to avoid making eye contact.
Ah, the wanted criminal himself. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Wait, not another word. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. Let's just enjoy our plausible deniability while it lasts, shall we? Why don't you just invite the entire colony to my secret, carefully concealed laboratory? It isn't as if I wanted privacy.
Relax. They're with me.
Oh, fine. As long as you're vouching for their character and they aren't touching things. For what it's worth, I am pleased that you found a crew, such as they are. You're a talented scientist after all. Our kind has always been incredibly popular.
You're right. I'm doing pretty well for myself.
Yes, indeed. Well done. Also, you still haven't spontaneously liquefied, which pleases me immensely. Progress.
Okay, we're good.
Of course, I'll be here, as usual.
Yep, that's